Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you guys so very much for joining me today. Today is Friday, June the 3rd. And it was also our very last, or not our very last, but it was our last day of school today. You guys are new. Why hello, thank you. My goodness gracious, I've gotten several new folks over the last just a tiny little bit, and so thank you. Hello, how are you? I hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, so in case you are new, we homeschool, so we go a little bit later. We do 4 weeks on, 1 week off. Everyone really looks forward to that 1 week off, so it pushes us back. Not really, we're usually pretty on par with public school or private schools. Even we're usually pretty close. Our 100th days maybe a week or so after their 100th day usually, and so we're usually pretty close. But yeah, today was our last day of school, and so today was Squirrely Dan is a senior, so today was his very last day of school. It's a very emotional time. I'm gonna try not to cry, but I don't know. They already made me cry earlier. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make this kind of a quick one because we are still celebrating, you know. The hubby's finished his parts for the day. He's working on the other house, getting things situated over there, all of those things. We were finishing up school. Whenever he gets home, and we're gonna have like, you know, kind of a mini graduation party. We're gonna have a graduation party with like friends and family and all those things here before very long, once everyone feels better. We were supposed to have it in 2 weeks. I don't think we're gonna be able to because they still feel crummy. Life is insane, and then just, yeah, I think we're gonna wait just a smidge, probably July, but anywho, yeah, so we're gonna let him wear his cap and gown and move his tassel and the whole thing and tell him how proud we are of him. The book, I Love You Forever, I'm gonna write him a little note in the front of that. I forget who is the author of that, but it's a blue book, and on the front there's like a little boy, and anyway, but yeah, or a little girl. I think they have them for little girls also. I don't know, we just have a little boy one. But yeah, it's the song that the mom always sings to the baby, and it's I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. And I've said since he was 2, whenever, you know, he graduates, he was the only one at that time, but whenever he graduates, I'm writing a note and I'm giving him that book. And so I do that with all 3 of them. The story is, it makes me bawl every time. It's absolutely precious. It's like, you know, the boy gets bigger and everything, and the mom continues to sing it, and then like as he moves out and, you know, all of those things, and she sneaks into his window at night, sneaks in there and sings it to him and rocks him to sleep. And once she gets older, then he takes care of her and he sings the song to her, and it's the most beautiful story. And we've read that I don't even know how many times in this house, and it's a very important book, and so I want them all to have a copy of that whenever they graduate. So I'm gonna write Squirrely Dan a super cool letter, let the hubby write a letter to him, but this is about his graduation blanket, so I'm gonna show you guys that. It's like its own separate video just because it's a big deal, you know what I mean? It's a big time around here. It's a very big accomplishment, and I am so very proud of him. Well, while we were sitting in there watching our last little bit, Finn came downstairs with a sack and was like, we got you this for the last day of school. I was like, me? And he's like, yep. I was like, are you guys gonna make me cry? And he just kind of smiled. So this is what I got. I was gonna put it on, but you guys couldn't really see it if I put it on, so. This is Teacher. Live, love, teach, and it has a peace frog. All the peace frogs are. I love a good peace frog. Always have. So that's the front. It's lime green. And the back of it is Teacher. And it says, I'm making a difference one tadpole at a time. And so I told him earlier, thank you for being my tadpoles. And I told, I said his name, told Squirrely Dan, thank you for letting me be his teacher, because since 5th grade I have been his teacher. So that's a long time. So, all right. Yeah, 8 years. That's what I thought. So we're going into our 9th year. So yeah. Crazy. So it says teacher and has computer, ABCs, the letters, math, art, science, all of the things, and I love it. And it made me, they did in fact make me cry, because I've mentioned that before, like they can get me yarn and all these super sweet, you know, jewelry or whatever, all that stuff, but there's something about them calling me the teacher that just, even 8 years in, almost 9 years in, just rocks my brain, and it's so dang sweet. And it's so very sweet of them. So yeah, so I love it. And it's peace frogs. So, okay, I'm gonna get his blanket. Okay, so I've mentioned this a couple of times on here, what my plan was. So I had the 9 skeins total of the Bernat, no, that's not right. For looking right at it. Premier Serenity Chunky. And this is the color Raven. And then I had the color Cloud Dancer, which is the white one, and then I believe it's either burgundy or wine. I think it's wine, but it's the burgundy color. I don't know. Oh gosh, I'm dropping them on the floor. So when my hubby graduated, I mentioned this a couple times too. When my hubby graduated, his grandma made graduation blankets for all of her grandkids, like not just when he graduated, obviously, but as they graduated, she made them all a graduation blanket. They tried to get her to crochet again. Personally, I think that the yarn was too thick and I need to help her with that. But anyway, she ended up giving me her yarn that she got to try to crochet again. So I thought it only fitting that her yarn goes to Squirrely Dan's blanket. You know what I mean? Like, she made Derek's blanket. It's only fair that her yarn goes to Squirrely Dan's blanket. So, all right. So I had, hold on, we're going to go over that real quick. Told y'all take your Dramamine before we start this. Okay. So, yeah, I had a plan for a different blanket and I drew it all up, and I was going to do 14 squares, and for each square, like, you know, something that he was into each year, like Mario and Pokemon and guitar and boxing, different things, you know, for each year. And it was like, in 20 years, is he going to want to cover up with something like that, you know, that has like this stuff on it, you know? And so I think this is a way better deal. So, okay. I did corner to corner, and I used my 9mm hook. Sure be cool. It is ridiculously heavy, so I'm going to try. I may have to just take a picture of it. We'll see. All right. So yes, my 9mm hook, corner to corner. I started here. I did 2 skeins of burgundy, or wine, or whatever it is. 1 skein of Cloud Dancer, a skein of burgundy, Cloud Dancer black, or Raven, whatever it is, the white, and then black. So I got buzzes too. All right, so this is it. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it justice at all. We're gonna try though. Excuse the gain thing. This is full of my washcloths that I'm making for the new house. All right, goodness. Yep, I'm just gonna have to take a picture of it. And that's okay. I don't know how I'm going to or where, but I will. So this is it. It's absolutely huge. I gave it to him last night. Because I finished it last night. I was afraid I wasn't going to finish it. Ooh. Dramamine, I'm telling y'all. Okay, so, yeah, but I was afraid that I wasn't going to finish it. I worked my fingers until they hurt yesterday and I finished it, but I didn't get my ends sewn in, so he got to use it for a little bit and covered up with it and wrapped it around, and it went all the way to the floor which I was stoked about. And so I have to sew my ends in, and then I'm going to give it to him. But I will just, yeah, add a picture at the end of it all laid out. But I used 3 of the burgundy, 3 of the white, 3 of the black, like I said, did 2 of one color, a white, solid, I don't know, burgundy again or whatever, right? White, then decreased in the middle of the white, went to black, white, black, black. So that way it's not really an ombre, but we're gonna pretend like it is. Thanks. So yeah, he really, really likes it, which makes me really, really happy. So yeah, it's shocking and bittersweet, but yeah, that's it. We're officially in summertime. Squirrely Dan's officially done. So that's crazy. I've been his teacher for 8 years. That's crazy. Oh, okay. Let me go. I get all emotional, start crying again. Cried over a frog t-shirt earlier, but it's way bigger than that. Like I said, anytime, and that's what I was telling them. I was like, I've gotten all these goodies and all these things from my friends. It just keeps spoiling me with Happy Mail. But anytime I get anything teacher related, like that's whenever it touches my heart. I've gotten little Apple pretties before, and pens and paper and pencils and just all so many fun things like organizers and all kinds of stuff from you guys, and that touches my heart so much whenever it's like, here's your teacher stuff. So anyway, but yeah, they got me a shirt for the last day of school. How cool is that? And you go on a field trip so we all match, you know what I mean? Go back to like kindergarten stuff. I did that whenever they were in like, well, our first, and then I guess technically our second year or whatever, like we had tie-dye matching shirts. So whenever we went somewhere, because they were all still pretty little, I had a 5th grader, 2nd grader, and a kindergartner whenever we started. So whenever we would go on like field trips, they would have matching shirts, which I mean, there's just 3 of them, but it was fun too. Keep up with it and all that stuff. So you've done so many fun things over the years. My goodness gracious. Yeah, this is it. This big kid blanket. But I have a couple of homeschool videos on here that are just kind of curriculum and stuff, not really like what we did, because like I said, I don't really like putting the kiddos on here, but we've done so many amazing projects and went on so many fun field trips and done so many just cool things, and I've learned so much, they've learned so much. I mean, homeschool is an absolute blessing. It's been quite a journey, and it's bittersweet. I'm sad that he will not be with us next year, and I'm only going to be teaching 2 kids. However, I'm so stinking proud of him. I'm so proud of that boy. He is awesome. And he deserves it. He kicked booty and he did what he was supposed to, and so, yeah. All right. So this is your Squirrely Dan episode, I suppose. Mercy. So I thank you guys so very much for watching. If you've graduated, if you have a kiddo, a grandkiddo, a niece, nephew, a neighbor, whomever has graduated, congratulations to you all. It's a big, big deal, be it college or high school or shoot, 8th grade, whatever. Next year we will have Miss B's 8th grade thing, which we don't really usually do a big deal for 8th grade. It's a lot, you know? But anyway, but yeah, she's going into 8th grade. Finn will be a sophomore. I don't know where the time goes. I have no idea. That's what, we're moving. Maybe don't. We're moving. And I have a little thing on the wall where I've marked all their heights. And we moved in here 5 years ago, and Squirrely Dan was the same height as me, and the other 2 were shorter. And then today is our last day of high school, and he's way taller than me, and the other 2 are taller than me also. Squirrely Dan and Finn are almost the same height, and Miss B's taller than I am, so it's wild. It goes fast. So yeah, enjoy it. Also, if kiddos graduated, congratulations, you did it. High five. So, all right, I thank you guys so very much for watching Squirrely Dan's blankets in my shirt, listening to homeshore ramblings, I suppose. I'm, like I said, once again, very bittersweet at the same time. Again, we are moving, so it's kind of okay. It's like, it's been a lot to try to get our stuff accomplished and then try to do like chores, which we always do, you know, the same normal thing, and move. And so now it's finally like, it's summertime. We can just kick booty and work on what needs to be done. The boys are still feeling a little bit under the weather, but they're a little bit better than they were. So that's awesome. We're just gonna keep getting better and everything's gonna be all right. So yeah, just I'm gonna go before I cry. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I feel like it's even more next level because I taught him, you know what I mean? Like, he was here. Now next year there's just gonna be 2 kiddos sitting there. And right now we have like a table, like a 4-sided table, and they'll sit at each side. When we do group stuff, I sit there with them. And then now, do we even really need the table for group stuff? We can just scoot the other 2 desks together. Darn it. All right. So, anyway, like I said, I'm going to go before I cry because it's a lot. It's a big day. So, I'm going to go love on my baby and tell him how proud I am of him, and we're gonna have a big night. I don't know what we're gonna do, but something, by golly, something for sure. I don't know what we're doing, but something. So it's a big deal. My cheeks hurt. So I thank you guys so very, very much for watching. I thank you all for your prayers. Those of you who prayed or thought well wishes for the boys when they weren't feeling well, and for myself, y'all are amazing. But I appreciate you guys so very much because I really think they're working. They're feeling a little bit better. Yeah, Squirrely Dan's blood work came back that he had an Epstein-Barr infection at some point, and we're kind of wondering if that was like COVID brought that on, and then that's why he was so sick for so long afterwards. We're not really sure, but so thank you so very much for the prayers, because it's been a lot over the last few months. It's been a lot. So anywho, things are gonna mellow out and be okay now. That's what I was telling hubby earlier. I'm like, think of July 10th. And he's like, oh, it's so good. I'm like, all right, we're gonna be over there. This isn't gonna be a thing. It's all gonna be, yeah, there's gonna be boxes. It's gonna be mayhem, but think of July 10th. Like, you know, obviously July 1st we're gonna be over there, but I figure like a week or so into it, we'll at least be able to like breathe a little bit. It's gonna be a good day. So, thank you guys. I hope you all have a wonderfully, wonderfully blessed day. Congratulations to the class of 2022. So awesome. Please stay safe, all of you, and I will talk to you guys soon.